From the center of the universe, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, this is the SDM Show with your host, Rob Cairns. The SDM Show focuses on business, life, productivity, digital marketing, WordPress, and more. Sit back, relax, grab your favorite drink, and enjoy the show. Here is Rob.
Hey everybody, Rob Cairns here. I'm the founder, CEO, and chief creator of amazing ideas and stunning digital marketing. In today's podcast, I want to talk about one thing that many companies and especially web design agencies are doing to leave money on the table. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. This podcast is sponsored by Stunning Digital Marketing, the agency that can help protect your WordPress website today. Go to stunningdigitalmarketing.com and see what we can do to help you protect your business investment. That's stunningdigitalmarketing.com. Hey everybody, Rob here again. In today's podcast, I wanted to talk about how many web people are leaving money on the table. And by the way, this applies to business owners as well. You know, the only things you really own in the digital marketing space is your website and your email list. And I hate to say it, a lot of people are not doing anything with their email list. And that's a big problem. They're actually leaving dollars on the table every day. Why is that? Well, as I said, there's only two things you really own: your website and your email list. All the other properties that we market on, ad platforms, social media, we don't own those. And I'm not saying don't do them. I actually think you should. And I'm actually saying don't necessarily not do social. You should. But when you do social media, the key is to run traffic back to your website and back to your mailing list. And I'm going to tell you why. The first thing is you own your mailing list. The second thing is you have a focused audience on your mailing list. They're reading your mailing list to see what you have to say. Not like on X, formerly known as Twitter, where they're scrolling and reading all kinds of articles. When they read your mailing list, or your newsletter, they're reading articles that are curated specifically for them. So you need to write those articles, write them really well, and sometimes tell a story or share some links or share some information, but curate them towards your audience. The other thing is I find as a consumer of many mailing lists, I read a lot of those on the go. So standing in line somewhere, in between point A and point B, and things like that. So I typically read my mailing list on the go. It's so portable. So keep that in mind as well. When you're writing your mailing list, or your newsletter, you actually want to write that with mobile in mind because people do consume them on the go. The other thing you want to do is try and be consistent. Get those lists out those newsletters out on a regular basis. The more consistent you are, the more people will read your newsletter. And the other thing we're doing is brand your subject line. So if you ever look at my subject lines, I put SDM in amongst square brackets. So right away, people know when they're scrolling through their email, SDM means something from Stunning Digital Marketing. And I've branded that way for a long, long time. So take advantage of that. Never use do not reply at as the email address that you send from. Use an email address that people can actually reply to. You want to have conversations and you want to have them now. So don't leave money on the table. Use your mailing list. Talk to you soon. Rob Cairns, founder, CEO, and chief creator, amazing ideas at Stunning Digital Marketing. Bye this show is brought to you by stunningdigitalmarketing.com, your Toronto leader in digital marketing services. Not only do we protect your WordPress website, we can help you with your site, provide social media management for your business, or even do one-on-one consulting. To find out more, go to stunningdigitalmarketing.com. Hey everybody, Rob here again. Thanks for listening to the SDM show. It's such a pleasure to have you every week. If you want more on our agency website, go to stunningdigitalmarketing.com. We are your WordPress security experts. We'd be glad to help you out. If you want to learn more about me, Rob Cairns, go to meetrobcairns.online. From there, you can find links to everything I do on the web, as well as book time with me. So feel free. If you want to make comments about this podcast or know a guest possibly suitable for the podcast, please email us at podcast@stunningdigitalmarketing.com. Or conversely, you can go to X, formerly known as Twitter, and tweet at me at Rob Cairns. This podcast is dedicated to my late father, Bruce Cairns. Dad, I miss you very much, and I love you. Please join us next week for another interesting podcast, and have a great week, everybody. Bye for now.